Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be doing the horror escape room review. If you're not already following me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram at @thecalibre. Please subscribe, hit the like button, fire it up. I'm the main host, Mondo. Let's do this. Okay, so in today's video, I know this is long overdue, but I finally had the time to put this together. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about an escape room. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just research what escape rooms are. But the one that we did, it's in Fullerton. It's called Escapade Games. I'll put a link in the description so you guys could sign up to it if you are interested in doing this experience. But this escape room has a twist. It's not just like a normal escape room. It's a horror escape room. It's a horror experience. And I got to do this with my good friend Danny. My good friend Noah is actually one of the workers at Escapade Games. So he gave us a little hint of what was going to be happening and stuff like that. But I don't feel like they went lightly at all in this whole experience. From the beginning to the end, I will have to say the horror meter is at a 10. This is not for the faint of heart. I just have to be very honest. If you do not like horror, you're probably going to hate this experience because from the minute it starts, and I think you get an hour, maybe hour and 10 minutes or something to complete the escape room, it's full-blown 10 out of 10 horror from the beginning to the end. And the coolest part about this whole experience, now let me go into the review about it. I've never done an escape room, so for me, this was as a first timer. I loved every single bit of this. Let me just kind of start from the beginning. We had like a pre-show that occurred while we were in the waiting room, and we were introduced to a person named Zoe. Oh my God. Zoe! Oh my I have no idea who Zoe is. This is the first time I met Zoe, and let me tell you, she's terrifying. After we met Zoe, we finally got to start the escape room. But the escape room, we had to walk around, and in the very front of the building is where everything starts because the waiting room's in the backside. Once you finally go to the front and you walk into the escape room, like the beginning of it, Noah just shuts the door and good luck. I'm not going to give too much away of this experience because I would love for you to go and do it yourself. But to explain how it starts, and I don't think this is a spoiler or anything, it's just pitch darkness, and the only thing you could see in the far left or right, wherever they put it, whenever you go, is there's one candle that it's an, you know what I mean, a little candle with a little bit of light, and do not drop it because the batteries will fall out, and good luck finding batteries in the darkness. It's just a mess. So you have a candle, and that candle, from that point on, you have to find all these clues and essentially escape. That's obviously an escape room. But the really cool part about this escape room was the horror element, which I'm going to go into right now. I kept wondering like how they're gonna do this horror element, and one thing I want to say, to be very clear, this is something you could do right now. You could book it for next week or whenever they're available. This is the perfect thing to do during this Halloween season. Just trust me, and I'll explain. So going into the horror element, right when they close the door, bam, creepy music. And it's loud, and there's a voice that talks to you, and by the time you realize it, that voice kind of gives you hints of what to do, because in this escape room, they don't just like let you free and forget about you for an hour. What's really cool about this escape room is you get a lot of hints of what to do, but it's not like super clear where you're like, oh, okay, I know what to do. It's usually like you just have to put 1, 2, 3, A, B, and C, and D, put all this stuff together because sometimes it's complicating. But this escape room at Escapade Games, the horror element, you get introduced to it fairly quickly. We did the Zoe route. I do not know if it has like a story to it, but we have Zoe, and the story is she has a bad uncle. The bad uncle is holding Zoe captive, and if anybody comes to try to free Zoe, the bad uncle will kill you or torture you. I don't know. It's bad. I'm just gonna say he's not somebody you want to mess with. So the bad uncle is essentially the villain. And you get introduced to the bad uncle fairly quickly in this escape room. And I will say, it's not that the bad uncle comes out a ton. It's just the bad uncle comes out with this storyline that you're going through as you go through the escape room. I really, really love the storyline that they created, because as much as you're doing this like escape room and trying to put A, B, and C and 1, 2, 3 and blah, 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 do all this stuff, the storyline that you're going through is actually really, really cool. There's twists and turns at every corner. And sometimes like you're in a room and it's obviously dark, and then all of a sudden you walk out, but you walk back in, there's a body on the ground, you're just like, oh, there's a lot of stuff like that. So be ready. This escape room it's very horror. It's terrifying. My heart was bumping every single minute I was in there. And the cool part, as I was telling you, is there's so much story to this. And it goes from rooms to room to room to room, but the story keeps progressing and progressing and progressing, and until the finale and everything. I'm not gonna ruin it because like you have to go through this and you find out how the finale is. But my mind was blown about how much fun and just a good time I had. I felt safe the whole time. I never felt uncomfortable in regards to like health and safety measures or anything like that. You have to wear a mask during the whole escape room tour, and they do have hand sanitization if you need it. And one thing too is you could ask for help, or you could, in a sense, if you get too scared or things are just too much, you could ask them to stop, and they will stop the event for you as it gets pretty intense. But as I said before, I did not have any issues in regards to safety and health measures, as I felt comfortable the whole time, and I had a great experience. And I did this with Danny, so it was me and another person. This is something you could do in a group of 4 or 3, and that'd be perfect. It actually helped you out a lot if you went in 3 or 4, just because like you guys could look for more clues faster and stuff, But it was a very fun experience. I give this 5 out of 5. I give it 5 fires, man. It was an incredible experience. Highly recommend. I'll put all the information to this escape room in the description of this video, and it'll have a link that'll take you straight to the booking, I think, if I could do that. But the horror element and the bad uncle, he is terrifying. I don't want to it's so hard to not talk about and spoil it, but that bad uncle, let's just say he's a really bad uncle. And Zoe too, there's some twists and turns that happen with Zoe, but just the characters and the storyline just won me over. Incredible experience. That's as far as I'm going to go. I highly recommend you do this, but as I'll explain again, this experience is always in darkness pretty much. You got to be ready to have a candle lead your way at all times. And you can't be the faint of heart, because you're going to be in rooms that are terrifying, and there's music that's horror and scare actors, and oh my goodness, it's pretty crazy. It is pretty. It's an intense escape room, but I will say I had just a great time. I couldn't have been happier, and it definitely filled that haunt fix I've been wanting this Halloween season. It hit the spot, just put it that way. But thank you guys for watching Five Fire's YouTube. I highly recommend Escapade Games in Fullerton, which is a horror escape room. Thank you guys for watching Five Fire YouTube, but we are firing it down, firing it down. The Cali Bay is calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.